So today's class, we are going to see programming part. Let us discuss experiment. That is, write a program to convert the 8-bit binary number. Okay, you are going to convert this binary number to its equivalent binary coded decimal value. Okay, that is, if you provide 8-bit number, it has to give equivalent decimal number. So for that, the conversion logic you must know. Okay, before writing any program, so you must understand what is the logic behind that particular program. Okay, for example, here I'm going to give the binary value that is in hexa conversion, right? So what is the binary value for 76 is 8421, 8421, right? So 8-bit. If you convert this value, so it will come 0, 1, 1, 1, and then this is 0, 1, 1, 0. So this is the value, the binary digit you are going to provide to the controller. So once you provide this binary value, it is going to give your output as decimal value, that is 11H. Right? So this 3-digit cannot be stored in any location. So what the logic is, so we are going to utilize 3 registers to store each and every digit. Okay, each and every digit of decimal value. So the logic is here, the nothing here, see, this is your operation. So this is your operation, that is, see, the first step, like you are going to divide your number by 100. Okay, 100, which is decimal value. This is the first step you are going to do in your program. Then after dividing, it will have certain quotient. Once you divide, so there will be quotient and remainder. So the quotient value which tells you that is your hundreds digit, which is nothing but here. This is your 100th digit. Whatever the value you obtain, if it is a 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, whatever may be. So that is the value of your 100th digit. Okay. Okay. So next, after you are getting this, the quotient and remainder, the quotient is going to be 100 digit and the remainder is going to be the next value. It is going to be the next value. Next value for dividing. Next value, that is new value. See, for example, here, you are going to take the same, the remainder value, and once again, you are going to divide by 10. So remainder is going to be a new value, and this value is going to be divided by 10. Okay. And save the quotient. Here, after dividing, it will have quotient and remainder. The quotient is going to be your 10th digit number. It is going to be 10th digit, and the remainder is going to be first digit. The remainder is going to be first digit. Okay. So in this way, you are going to collect your decimal value from the given binary data. From the given binary data, this is the binary data. So while giving, so in the program, you can give directly also as like this, or you can give by 76H. Okay, it will convert this 76H 8-bit binary form as 0111011 like this. Okay, right. So now you know the logic, right? So this is the logic you must know before writing a program. Otherwise, for conversion logic, otherwise you cannot write a single instruction. Okay. Okay. Now, see, I will show the flow chart also. See, you are starting a program, originating, org, org with the memory address. Okay, we are just starting. Okay. Now get the number. See, I am going to get the number. That is, I'm going to take my data to some other register. Okay. The 76H is my input data, the binary data, which I am given as EXA, or you can directly give in binary form also. But finally, you must represent it as B. Okay, that we will see. Okay, the 76H can be given as the binary value also, no problem. Okay. Now, after getting the thing, what is the operation? You have to divide by 100. The 100 is decimal value here. See, I have not used H here, H or B. So this is seems to be decimal. It is seems to be decimal in default. Okay, keep in mind, first time we are going to divide by 100. So after division, so A register will be having a quotient. Quotient is going to be in A register. In B register, it is going to be a remainder. Okay, what we have to do? The quotient value we are going to take into one register now. See, that's why in accumulator, data is going to be moved into register. So now I have loaded, I have taken R0 is my, it's going to hold for hundreds digit. It is going to have a value which is hundreds digit. Okay. Right. So now it is going to have certain value that I pushed here. Now R0 has that 100 value. Now reminder which is holded by B register. So that I am going to push into A register. Now accumulator holds a new value. Accumulator holds a next value or new value. This new value I'm going to divide by 10. So for 10, I'm going to move into B register. Now B is having a 10 decimal value. 10 is a decimal value, which I'm going to divide. After division, the quotient is going to be in A register. The quotient is going to be in A register, and remainder is going to be in B register. This this A register will hold the 10 bits, that is 10th bit, 10th bit digit, and remainder will be the ones digit. So that I am pushing to one register. So R1 will hold the value which is tens digit, and R2 or R3 we have used here. Okay, you can use R2, R4, no problem, any registers. This is going to have some value, so which is the 0th digit, or sorry, first digit, right? That is what we say as a ones digit. Ones digit. Okay. Any doubt here? See, nothing. We are taking an input. Okay, getting a number, then starting the operation. This is your exact operation. Okay. The result is we are storing in this register, and we are going to find out whether in this register it is going to have the data like 118 for the given input. Any doubt here, or we can execute this program in software now? Shall we execute the program, the same program in the software, and we will check out whether you are getting the same data. For this input, we are getting the 118 as the decimal output. Okay. Because in previous slide, you know that, see, for given the input, that is 76H, the equivalent decimal value is 118H. So this is your decimal value. Okay. So let us execute this program using a software. Okay. So any doubt you can ask me here. I will start executing. So initially I'll start with
Sir,
yes.
sir, once more can you explain the program, sir?
Program.
Yes, sir, program.
Okay. See, nothing. I'll tell you simple. By this example, you can understand. This is your input. Okay. Whatever the given data, you have to divide with 100. First step, you want to divide with 100, right? If you divide, always there. If you divide two number, there will be quotient and there will be remainder, right? There will be quotient and there will be remainder. So quotient will have some value, remainder will have some value. So this quotient is going to be your 100th value, 100th digit of your result, right? First step is over. Now the second step is the remainder has taken as a new number. That is here, the remainder we are taking as a new number. This we are taking now. Okay. So this we are taking now. Okay. This number I am dividing by 10. See, this number I am dividing by 10. So once you divide these two, there will be some quotient and remainder. Okay. So this quotient is going to be the 10th digit and this remainder is going to be your 1st digit. That's it. Okay. Whatever the value in this place, that is going to be your decimal value. Okay. This is the operation. Okay. So the operation is text wise we have written here. The operation here you can understand. Even in the flow chart it was there. You can understand. Very simple program. First we are dividing by 10. The result is stored in A and B register. That is, if you divide A and B, that is quotient and remainder. Take the quotient, keep it as a first, that is 100 digit. Take the remainder, once again divide by 100. There will be quotient and remainder. So this is going to be 10th digit and this is going to be first 1st digit. That's it. So if flowchart also tells the same thing. I am taken the input. So this is I have taken the number. So I have paused into accumulator because I'm going to divide A and B register. So I am putting these two value in A and B. So A is 76. That is the given data that has to be divided by B. Okay. The operation is you have to divide the value by 100. So that's why in B register it is 100. A register we have taken the exact value. Divide A by A, B means which is nothing but A divided by B. So our value is in A, that we are going to divide it by B. B is nothing but decimal 100. Okay. That's it. So here accumulator has a quotient that we are pushing to R0. So R0 has the hundreds, that is hundreds digit. Then the remainder we are pushing into accumulator because for second division, because B register I'm going to take the second data, that is second division value, that is 10. Okay. Decimal 10. If you not mentioned any H, so that is a decimal. If you not mentioned H or B, then it is a decimal value. So now 10 is moved to B. So A divided by B. What is the value in accumulator? Accumulator was the new value, that is the remainder of previous division. So now I'm going to divide. So now accumulator will have certain value that I'm pushing to R1. So R1 is going to be your 10th digit, and R3 which is going to have your first, that is 1st digit. Okay. So let us let us put all these codes in software. I think I have shared the software. Go to new project. So create your own project. So I'm going to create one new project. So new project. So So I have created, I can take any microcontrollers which I know. I will take Philips 80C, 80S, sorry, 80C 51. I will take. See this. Yeah, 80C 51 HFE. I will take. Okay, click on this. Okay. So now the target file has created. That is a new project file. So here, where I'm going to open a new file. So I'm going to save this file in the name of my project name. My project is BCD, binary coded decimal value. Okay. So file has to be saved in .asm file. .asm file. Okay. Now the file, this file has to link with your target. So I click on source group, add file to the corresponding target. So which file? The assembly source file. So bcd.asm. Add. BCD is already a member of. Okay. Yes. Fine. Now, so now here I have added. It is successfully added. Now you can start your program. Always take caps lock. Even small letter also will work. No problem. Now I'm going to start my program. So what I want to do, I want to take my value. So what is my value? So 76 76B. So what is this? This is my binary value. So always if you give binary value, it should end up with B. Okay. Or you can give like 76H in hexa form, because the controller will convert all the value into 8-bit number only. Okay. So hexa form only it will consider, it will take and it will do operation. Okay. Keep in mind, this is for our understanding. Because my program is, I'm going to give my binary value as an input. I want the equivalent decimal value. So what is the equivalent decimal value is 118H for this particular value, right? Okay. Now I have taken the value into one of the register, and I'm going to have the another register, that is B register. I'm going to divide this accumulator value with one of the value. What is the operation? I want to divide by 100, right? So that's why in B register I have taken as 100. Now I have not given H here. I have not given B. So then it is a decimal value. Okay, keep in mind it is a decimal value now. So in 2 register I have a value, okay, which I am going to divide now. My divide operation is AB. Divide AB. Now in this program, A will have a quotient, right? And B will have remainder. As per this program, sorry, remainder. Okay. Now, so in my program, so now I have done my first step. Okay, first step. So first step in the sense the first step also, I have just divided. What I want to do is I want to take the remainder value which is there in the accumulator to some other register. So just I'm moving that. Okay. Now R0 will be having some value which is hundreds digit. Okay, which is hundreds digit. Now I have done my first step. So next, what is my second step? So take the remainder value. I'm going to take my remainder value to accumulator. Where is my remainder value? Remainder value is in B register, which I have taken as a new value. So now you can just, so reminder as new value. So this value I'm going to divide with 10, decimal 10. So now in accumulator has that particular reminder value now. So accumulator will be having a equal to reminder as a new value. Okay. Accumulator will be having. Since we have passed B register value to the A register, so accumulator will be having a new value. So now in B register, I'm going to take a new, that is a 10 decimal value, which I'm going to divide with the next, that is new value, right? So I'm going to divide AB now. Fine. So after the second division, accumulator will have once again, it will have the quotient, and B register will have the remainder. Okay. Now I'm going to take this that is the quotient in the accumulator to one of the register R1. So R1 will have certain value which is tens digit. Okay. Now last instruction, I'm taking R3 instruction. I'm just pushing B value, which is the remainder. R3 will be having a value which seems to be ones. Okay. Fine. So now I'm going to end up my program here. Let's jump, always use to end, short jump here loop, and fine. So this is how you have to write the program, depends on the flowchart. Okay, I'm just compiling. Okay, once I rebuild the program, there is no error. Fine. So now I'm going to debug. That is, I'm going to check the output in software itself. See, as per this program, this is my input. Okay, this is my input. Right. So input is 46H. My output, equivalent output, will be stored in R1, R2, R3. So that is output, equivalent output is 118. Okay, now you tell me. So I'm going to run now. Okay. Now you tell me here. 00H. Okay. So here, one mistake. Always always if you give the data, if it is the data, then it should start with hash. Okay. Immediate address. So now I'm going to debug once again. I'm going to debug this. I rebuild, and once again I'm debugging. So here now, if you see, I'm going to run this program. Let us see what is the output. Okay. So okay, now you tell me what is happening here. Whether you are getting the data that is 118 from the so here you can see R0 register, it is having a value. So you have to take this only. From this, that is the quotient is 1. This digit we have to take. This digit we have to take. This digit we have to take. Single digit. Okay. So from these 3 register, R0 will be having a hundreds register, that is 1. Okay. R1 will have a tens digit, that is, this is the tens digit. So that is another one. R3 will be having a ones digit, that is 8. So which is 8. So sorry, 8. So this is not hexa. This is decimal. Okay. Sorry. So it should not be 8. Sorry, H. It is decimal. Yeah. So decimal here, it is a 3-digit number. This 3-digit we cannot store in single register and you can see the output. So that's why we are using this logic. Okay. See, if it is a two-digit number, you can see on the same register. Since it is not a 2-digit number, you are going to use this logic. Okay. This logic with the corresponding register, you can see the exact output. We are going to take single digit and we are going to keep in sequence and going to say that this is your equivalent decimal value. Okay. If you want, we will check with internet source also if possible. I will check parallelly. I will go to hexa to decimal. Okay. Internet resource. Yeah. So we will find what is the equivalent value of 76. 76 is the value, 8-bit value, which is, if you convert this, it will get. So whether I have shared this internet resource, whether it is shared, just check. See, this 76 is that hexadecimal value, equivalent decimal value is 118. So if you go to the program, so just 1 second. So if you go to the program, okay. So you can see the corresponding values here. Okay. So as per the flow chart, we have taken an exact decimal value to the corresponding register, and this is the value, the equivalent decimal value. Okay. So any doubt here?
No, sir.
So this is how you have to develop a program. So shall we move on to another example codes? Another program. Okay. Yeah. Let me explain this. So how many students are there?